really is extraordinary how wide-ranging our problems are, and how you deal with most of them in this film. So it was kind of like a tutorial, I think, in how it is that we've lost our freedoms.
There are two types of people in the film. One is people who are whistleblowers, informants, people who show you how the police state started and how it's put together, how it works, the kind of evil sausage-making machine, if you will. The other type of person in the film are ordinary citizens who have found themselves face to face. They felt the hot breath of the police state on their face, or to quote from Orwell, they felt the boot stamping on their human face. And they were stunned because you don't expect it. See, the defining feature of America, even more so than Germany or European countries, which have had a lot of experience of bitter wars and so on, is innocence. I mean, go back to Mark Twain. Huckleberry Finn is this sort of goofball. Whoa, slavery, really? So Americans have no experience of a police state. And when they look for a police state, they're looking for a Stalin overcoat, a Hitler mustache. And our police state, interestingly enough, marches behind the banner of democracy. We're saving democracy, rule of law. We don't really want to go after Trump, Dinesh. We're just, no one's above the law. Or of protecting truth. We're going after misinformation and disinformation, or even protecting freedom, affirming freedom. So what you have is a police state in camouflage, a police state that is under construction, but one that is somewhat disguised. And that's why a film is really important, because a film can do things that a conversation can't. It can show you, it can take you, give you some of the experience of a police state, so you go, whoa, this is not a road that we want to go down.
I mean, I have to say, by now, I have a number of friends, you're one of them, that have been the victims of a level of brutality, a level of horror that I simply would not have believed a few years ago, that they would come after you. And in your case specifically, the Obama administration said, Dinesh D'Souza is a political enemy. We want to crush him. We're going to go after him. And they did. And that was just one example. We have Roger Stone, the story of, I don't know, 40-something FBI people with guns swarming him, designed to humiliate him, to horrify him and his wife. The story of my friend John Strand, who is in prison for doing nothing, for doing absolutely nothing on January 6th. I think if you know those stories, you're outraged. But watching this film, there were a number of similar stories in this film that I didn't know. And the response, I think the normal human response, is to be outraged.